Yes, students. Now, last class we studied about nested loop and infinite loop. Nested loop means a loop inside another loop. I just explained the nested loop. I told you we can do one program by using nested loop. See, this is the program. So, program to display the given pattern. You have to display a pattern like this. This is just a star. You are displaying the star in this way. See, in this case, the first row only one star. Second row, there are two stars will be there. Third row, 3. Fourth row, 4 stars. And fifth row, 5 stars. So that means you have to input how many rows needed. If you are saying 10 rows, then 10 rows will be displayed there. The same pattern of 10 rows must be displayed. Here the number of rows is 5. So 5 rows is displaying in this pattern. See that first row only one star. Second row only 2 stars are there. Third row 3 symbols will be there. Fourth row 4th symbol. That is all about you have to think in mind. First row 1, second row 2, third row 3, like that. So we can use it by using nested. You can do it by using nested loop or single loop. Both the method we can study now, or I'll discuss both the method. Now see then how we will, first we can see how we will do that, how we will display that pattern by using nested loop. The first step, we have to accept from the user the number of rows. How many number of rows needed, that I am going to accept from the user. So here enter number of rows, enter number of rows. See which is rows. Row means this one. See, this is row, this is first row, this is second row, and this is third row, this is fourth row. Like that you have to, that is the way you are taking that row specification. Okay, now total number of rows that you needed to display the pattern is there in the variable n. Okay, so we need n rows. So for that I am going to write for I in range, you can start 0 to or 1 to, whatever they. So here I am going to start 1 to n. 0 to n, not 1 to, it is 0 to n. So that means I just written 0 to n. That means this loop will execute n times. Understood? This loop will execute n times. See that when I is 0, first time. I1, second time. 2, 3, 4. When I become 4, it will stop the execution. When I become 5, 4 also it will be executed. When I become 5, it will be stop the execution. So that means for 5 times the loop will be executed. So the outer loop decide how many rows needed. How many rows is needed is decided by the outer loop. Now, next, so instead of the 0, you can start it with 1 also. It's correct. Both the method you can use it. I can write 1, 2. If I am starting from 1 to n means 1, 2, 3, 4. If your n value is 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4. It will not go for the fifth execution. So in that case, your stop value must be n plus 1. I think all of you understood why I use n plus 1 over there. If your n is 5, so if your n is 5, so if you are saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it will not execute for 6 value. If you are not using this plus 1 over here, it will from 1 to 5. So your loop will be executed from 1 to 5. 1 to 5 means it will execute only for 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that means only 4 times will be executed. That is why I just use here n plus 1. I think it's clear the logic. Now, this loop represents the number of rows that you needed. Number of rows that you needed is decided by this loop. Now, I am going to start the second loop. See that what I told you, in the first row, only 1 star. Second row, 2 stars needed. Third row, 3 stars is needed. So, the inner loop decide how many stars in each row. Outer loop decide how many rows, and the inner loop decide how many stars in each row. How many stars in each row. So I am going to write for j in range, for j in range 1 to j plus 1, 1 to j plus 1. See that when j become 1, sorry, 1 to I plus 1, not j plus 1, 1 to I plus 1. When I become 1, when I is 1, the inner loop j loop will execute j in range 1 to 2. 1 to 2 means only one time it will be executed. So that means only one star will be displayed. And after that, the outer loop is incremented to 2. When outer loop is, that means I is 2, j become 1 to 3. 1 to 3 means it will execute only for 1 and 2. So that means only 2 stars will be displayed there on the screen. I will show you then. Here I am going to say print. We just want to display only star. Star I am going to put it inside the double quotes. Okay, now each star should be displayed on the same line. So I will use an end key also. End key is there. So see that, but one more time I'll explain. I is 1. I value is 1. J is, now inner loop j is 1. Your inner loop will execute from 1 to 2. 1 to 2 means only one time it will be executed. So print, how many star will be printed? Only 1 star will be printed. And after that, you are exiting from the loop because j is updated to 2. Condition false, you exit from the loop. After exiting from the loop, the next, so that means now 1 star is displayed in your screen. Now 1 star is displayed and next star should display on the next line, right? The next 2 stars must display on the next line. So for that, I am going to use a print. This print statement is enough. So that print will bring the cursor to the next line, or you can use slash and also. Anything you can use it over there. So you can use print alone. Just print an empty bracket. That will skip one line over there, or your cursor will bring to the next line. Now I is updated to 2. Now I value is 2. Okay, so in that case, the j loop will be like this, 1 to 3, right? Is it 1 to 3? Yes, it is 1 to 3. So first value of j is 1. I'll write it over there. First value of j is 1. So print statement will be executed. How many star? Now it is displayed only 1 star. Now only 1 star displayed. Again, j is updated to 2. J is updated to 2. Where I written, it's not here. So j is updated to 2. Yes, now again star is displayed. Already 1 is there on the screen. Along with the same line, 1 more star is displayed. After that, j is updated to 3. Again, j is updated to 3. So here 1 to 3 only it will be executed. So again, it will not execute at all. Now 2 stars are displayed on the screen. Now j become 3, you come out of the loop. Your inner loop execution is stop there, you come out of the loop. Now this print statement, this print statement under the indentation of the outer loop. So this print statement will be executed. So it will just put a line over there, or cursor will bring to the next line. Bring the cursor to the next line. Again, one more time I'll explain. Again, I become updated to 3. I become updated to 3. So that means I can write the j loop as 1, 4. It is from 1, 4. So j is 1. When j is 1, so the first star will be displayed. 1 star will be displayed. And after that, j is updated to 2. 1 more star will be displayed. Now after that, j is updated to 3. 1 more star will be displayed. So 3 stars will be displayed. Again, j is updated to 4. J is updated to 4 means here 1 to 4 only execution is there. So when j is 4, it will not, the loop will not execute. It's just come out of the loop. It just come out of the loop. And there is a print statement is there. Print statement means cursor bring to the next line. Now 3 stars are there. Cursor is bring to the next line. Again, I is updated to 4. I is updated to 4. Same procedure will be repeated. So that is all about the nested loop execution of the. So if you understood the execution of the nested loop, then it's easy for you to study any, or you can easily try out any type of pattern over there. Now I'll run the program. Sample 34. Sample 34. Total number of rows, I am going to say 5. See the star display. This is the pattern. Simple question. Now one more time I will say, I will run the program. I am going to give the number of rows as 10. See that rows display. Now if you understood this one, you can try out any type of pattern there. Try out the pattern in different format. Now this is in this way, so try out different format of pattern there. Now that is all about that question. Now this is by using nested loop. Then one more is written over there by using a single loop. How can you display a pattern like this? By using a single loop, how can you display a pattern like this? I'll try out in that program inside the same file itself. It is by using single loop. I'll write a message over there. Print single loop. Print single loop. Okay. So I'll try. You have to input the number of rows. Number of rows is already input there. So I'm not repeating the same statement there. I'll use the for loop over there. For j in range 1 to n plus 1. J in range 1 to n plus 1. For j in range 1 to n plus 1, print, it is, see then, star into, you have to display star into j. Now, when j is 1, how many star will be displayed? Only 1 star. So that is star into 1. Only 1 star will be displayed. When j is 2, print star into 2. So that means 2 stars will be displayed. When j is 3, star into 3. How many stars will be displayed? 3 stars will be displayed. That is all about that question. So if you want to just give a small space over there. Otherwise, will everything together congested one. Now see then. See the number of rows is, I am going to say the number of rows as 5. So the first one is using nested loop, second one is using single loop. I know that single loop is simple one. You know that string into numeric number will repeat that much of time. Replication is done by using into multiplication operator that we studied in the beginning classes. So star will be displayed the specified number of times. So it is inside the loop, so that much of stars will be displayed in different rows. So here there is a loop is there. J is from 1 to n. J is 1 star. When j updated to 2, 2 stars will be displayed. J updated to 3, 3 stars will be displayed. That is all about that question. Okay. So only one question I mentioned in this video. Study that one, do it one, and try out different pattern of series. Try out different pattern of series. You can try out, it's possible. So try a pattern in this way, in a rectangle, triangle way. All this you can try out. Okay. So that is all about that question. Next topic we can study in the next class. Okay, thank you children.